This is the second episode of Perfecting Your System. Today is going to be external watt clock. Hello everyone, welcome to Tabama Hi-Fi Review channel. Today is going to be sharing my experience of using SMSL Audio first ever external watt clock G1, which is using linear power supply, dedicated power supply. This G1 clock doesn't have any power switch. It comes with femtoseconds clock with oven temperature control crystal oscillator built in there. So consistently controlling the oscillator give you jitter-free, noise-free digital signal to your component, whether your DAC or CD player or any digital components that capable of accepting BNC connector. This one has 4 BNC outputs. I'm using Mogami BNC connector to this Gusted Audio R30 and ASD Silver RCA and XLR cable to 2 of my amps, ASD Silver speaker cables to this S1EX towers. You will hear back-to-back sound sample of with the clock and without the clock using very same setup at the end of the video. So when I started using this G1 clock, I wasn't expecting much, right? These kind of clocks used to be pretty expensive. Now they make it affordable around $500 price range. Gusted R30 come with very good clock inside. So I wasn't expecting improvements in night and day anyway, but I connected using Mogami BNC cable. This G1 clock need at least 10 minutes to heat it up and get the temperature going to stabilize the internal oven temperature. So first 10 minutes gonna be consuming the power. I just leave it on all the time. I never turn it off anyway. When I started using that G1 clock and this R30 combination, improvements in sounds are clarity and detail, like I experienced using the silver conductors and silver wires. That is another thing. But this G1 clock, where it's improved is the edginess in digital music is totally gone. Even with that kind of a high-end deck like Gusted R30 deck. So these are not magic bullet in any way. These are just to, if you are pursuing perfectionist system, perfect resolution and definition with good refinement. That is the one thing that I like to remind you. You are not going to hear night and day, but you will hear the improvements in reducing artifacts in that digital music notes. Even you're streaming. I was using Gusted Audio R30 and I2S cable connected with Eversolo T8 streamer, USB cable from my Sony NAS. Those combination improvements is significantly noticeable in noise control. Cleaner, darker background with more precision in across the frequency range without any digital glare that we can notice. That unwanted digital glare is almost completely reduced. Improvements in refinements and detail resolution is noticeable. Clarity in notes, space between the notes, and more precise resolution and presentation, as well as improve in more precision in stereo image. But sound stage is a bit shrink, not as wide as where I'm used to be without using the clock. So that is my personal system experience. Your system may have different experience, slightly reducing width of the soundscape. So that is I noticed in the area, but totally outweigh with all the improvements, everything combined. I think it's a very good option for you to consider, especially modern day audiophiles are using a lot of online streaming. I tried Tidal streaming, Amazon streaming, as well as Spotify newly introduced lossless CD quality streaming, and those are good improvements that I can hear. I mean, I don't mind adding this kind of clock in a system just to give more evolving sound quality. So refinements and resolution and detail is going to be most noticeable, as well as reducing that digital glare and edginess in those notes are very nicely improved with precision to it. Sound quality improvements and how much it can improve is more to do with parent system. In my system, I would say improvements is about 5% or slightly less. So that's about it. But for the money that it can offer, if you have affordable DAC such as SMS D200 with BNC connection, it should improve a lot more than these kind of higher end DACs with temperature control clock inside. So some may say these are not needed because your CD player or your DAC already come with a clock inside. But dedicated components have great benefits in hi-fi audio systems. You are already enjoying your system, but when you listening your music, streaming or CD player or whatever you use, you may experience that edginess and digital glare time to time. So those are the time that you may want to use G1 external clock to give you improvement and get rid of edginess and digital glare. And this G1 clock can provide those improvements, plus you may even can improve further by using external power supply because it can also accept DC power supply. But don't expect to give you a totally different kind of sound in your system. Its improvements are noticeable in many ways, but it's not going to be night and day. In my experience, it has positive effects on my system other than slightly reducing sound staging and width of the sound that my system was producing. Other than that, everything is very positive. So if you want external clock without spending a lot of money, this SMS G1 clock is good option to consider. I will try this G1 clock with affordable SMS DAC, SMS D200 using newest chip from Rome. So that is combination is going to be totally exciting combination that I'm going to try. Today is going to be, that is the experience that I like to share with you using this G1 clock in my system. I will have back-to-back sound sample after this. That's it, my friend. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
Come into my solitude, though I weary be. Come into my tenderness, dream along with me. Listen to the whispers sing, listen to the singers shout. Come into my solitude, be my big mouth. Thoughts unspoken, thoughts unsaid, lies of hearth and home. Children broken on the bed and left to lie alone. Things you talk around, scum you choke on down. Come into my solitude, step on sacred ground. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Fathers who are lovers to the daughters that they own. Mothers who don't leave a child a single safety zone. People it was the only one. Thought it was the only, thought it was the only one. You were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Come to my solitude, welcome to the wheel. Come into this wonderland of wounds that will not heal. Walls that do not speak, steps that do not sound. Come into my solitude, burn this building Come into my solitude, though I weary be. Come into my tenderness, dream along with me. Listen to the whispers sing, listen to the singer shout. Come into my solitude, be my big mouth. Thoughts unspoken, thoughts unsaid, lies of hearth and home. Children broken on the bed and left to lie alone. Things you talk around, scum you choke on down. Come into my solitude, step on sacred ground. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Fathers who are lovers to the daughters that they own. Mothers who don't leave a child a single safety zone. People so unhinged that death is much too kind. Come into my solitude, step over their line. Thought it was the only one. Thought it was the only, thought it was the only one. You were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Come to my solitude, welcome to the wheel. Come into this wonderland of wounds that will not heal. Walls that do not speak, steps that do not